DEC is a ministry founded in 2008 to provide comprehensive services for the developmentally disabled children, adults, and their families. Our mission is to reflect God's love by providing a community that nurtures spiritual, emotional, and physical growth for those we are privileged to serve.
We are an organization that helps individuals with disabilities and helps them grow in any way they can towards having a life of their own.
This number represents 1.8 million more children and means that 1 in 6 children are born with a developmental disability in the U.S. The Governor's Council on Developmental Disabilities reports there are approximately 83,000 developmentally disabled people living in Arizona. DEC has developed comprehensive services to meet this rising challenge.
Our regular days is just, they all have their morning coffee. Some of them need to have their morning coffee. We start our days with, just doing like some sort of exercise where they can get their arms moving, their legs moving on clients that can do that. Doing different projects with them, just, trying to do different stuff.
Our day program services consist of teaching basic life skills, providing physical care needs, friendship, and exploring the local community for adults that need assistance.
My daughter Erica attends DEC's day program for adults. My husband is an over-the-road truck driver, and what makes DEC so special to me is not only do they give Erica her sense of independence, but the day program also gives me time to run errands and work part-time. If it wasn't for the services and supports that DEC provides, I'm not sure what I would do. The last time Erica was in the hospital, she had gone into shunt failure, and she was having these seizure-like episodes every 3 to 5 minutes. And I had called Nancy, and Nancy came down that night at 10 o'clock at night, and she stayed with us until 1 o'clock the next day. She took part of her weekend to be there for us. And then a few days later, all the DEC staff showed up to see Erica, and that has never happened before with all the agencies that I've been involved with. None of them have called to see how Erica was doing, let alone come down to see her. And words can't express how much that meant to me. And if it wasn't for the funding and donations that DEC receives, I would not be able to afford the day program or the other services like respite that DEC provides for me. What they do means so much to me, and my worst fear is what's going to happen to Erica when I'm gone. And with God's help and knowing that there's a place like DEC that goes above and beyond and what their mission and their values, it makes facing that fear a little bit easier. Thank you, DEC.
We provide pickup and drop-off transportation for clients living at home and go on weekly outings into the community, which is vitally important in the lives of the disabled. In the case of the medically fragile, it may be the only means for them to participate in community activities or simply leave their home for a few hours.
We've been to like the county fair and the state fair. We've been to museums and stuff.
About it, so we have really friendly staff that get along with each and every one of us and with the kids or with the adults.
I guess just with us showing them what they could do for themselves. It feels good to me showing them. It's like, okay, you can do this for yourself. We've had a lot of clients that say, no, I can't do this, I cannot do that. And it's like, we know you could, and we help them to get to that point.
Like we do like washing hands and, picking up after ourselves after we eat, and because that's everything they're going to use throughout their whole life, and that's what is really beneficial for them.
Getting like volunteers in here, just like people to really see what these clients go through daily. You know, a lot of people out there don't know what these people go through. I mean, even simple day life things that, you know, we could do that we take for granted. And people out there don't know, you know, what these people have to go through just to get through the simplest things, even to just go to the bathroom. I mean, there's people that can't do that for themselves.
I mean, the environment is really great for them. They come in here, they have a room to have where they can peace and quiet for those who have like stuff that hurts their ears, or like we have movies, like a movie theater kind of set for them. We have a computer room. It's really great to them. They transition really well to all that stuff, and they look forward to it.
They're just nice to me. They like to joke around with me and stuff.
Our after-school and summer programs are designed to assist children with disabilities gain greater independence, self-control, and overcome many self-limiting behavioral challenges. David was born the picture of perfect health, but just 2 weeks later he became unresponsive and was rushed to the hospital with an extremely high fever. Before long, it was determined that David had a very rare genetic disorder that was destroying the cells that sustained life. In spite of the numerous surgeries and medical procedures, David eventually developed uncontrolled seizures, an impaired immune system, loss of speech, gross motor impairment, severe cognitive delay, and the inability to eat without the aid of a feeding tube. His condition made it difficult to find a place to make friends and experience normal childhood. Most agencies didn't want to deal with the challenge and liability of helping a child considered medically fragile. It was because of David and other children and adults like him that DEC was created. Now, through DEC, David finally had a place where he was accepted and could make lifelong friends. He loved going to program and quickly became loved in turn by clients and staff alike. But David was just passing through. His health began to deteriorate significantly, and in July of 2009, God called him home.